am Beowulf. I stole his ski.
By far the most best looking ski I've ever even laid eyes on.
If you like the GPRs, you're a guy, you got a big crotch. What a monster.
What's going on, everybody? I got the big Sea-Doo surprise. It didn't happen with the Sea-Doo HX video because this took a couple extra days. But I'm on the brand new to me Sea-Doo RXP-X. This is a 260 model. It's a 2012 Sea-Doo RXP-X 260. And I wanted to just kind of, I just fired it up and I'm going. It looks like it has a learner key, but it has been programmed as a regular key. So that's always nice when you don't, because this is the only key I got with it. Anyways, I bought this vehicle a couple days ago. I was hoping to get it out here with the Sea-Doo HX, but it took a couple days longer than I expected. You know, get all the paperwork done, all the money and blah 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 to buy this particular thing. So I'm just out here by myself because nobody else is around right now. But I have not even squeezed the throttle yet. I'm just idling. I got to get out to a little deeper water. The tide's pretty low today. So I've never ridden one of these ones with the brakes on it before, the IBR thing. So we'll see how that goes for me. I'm very excited about this ski. Has 58 hours on it, as you can see. And I guess that's it for talking. I should probably just throw the head cam on and so I can give my first real reactions to this thing. It's pretty weird having electronic throttle. Very strange with the electronic throttle. Just trying to get comfortable with this weird design. Their T3 design. They really sucked me in with the T3, like T3 lean to turn hole. Oh my gosh. I love lean to turn. I like a little bit bigger ski. I'm like, oh, that's perfect. So they really sucked me in with that. Plus, Sea-Doo's been wiggling their way into our hearts with the Sea-Doo HX actually firing up and running. They're just a perfect storm for me to get this thing. I had a deal on a wave runner that fell through, and I was ready to buy something, and this popped up, so I went and grabbed it. Let me try this IBR. Interesting. It's not especially quick. All right, let's. I'm dicking around. Let's see what you got. Okay, that's pretty neat. The electronic throttle is super weird. I don't really know about these like switching modes and crap, so I'm wondering if there's like a sport mode. I have no clue. I have BTS adjustment. Looks like it's, wow, I'm such a noob. All right, I am definitely gonna have to get my goggles on for this, for sure. So I'm gonna do that. I got my goggles on. All right, let's give her a shot here. I got so much stuff on my head. Gripping this thing, you know, like it's just kind of unusual. Like I normally grip a ski with my legs, and honestly the seat isn't like wide enough for me to really grip it. Like I want the seat to be a little wider. That's why I have a floaty on my GoPro. Man, this thing's crazy fast. It's really spongy off like the bottom, like you punch it and it's like, I feel like it's doing nothing, and then it's kind of like, ah, yeah, okay, I'll go now, you know? So, I don't know. I don't know if something's wrong with it, or that's just how these are. Like I said, I've never actually ridden one of these before. I don't know, it's probably something to do with the electronic throttle. You have to like really squeeze it. Geez, I don't know. Whatever. So far, this thing is great. I don't know that it's actually lean to turn, or if it's just, it just kind of leans when it turns, you know what I mean? But, you know, it's 260 horsepower. Sure would have been nice to get a 300. But I really did not have the money for that. I barely had enough for this thing. So it's a possibility that we'll do some mods on this. Try to get it up to 300. I mean, we'll see what happens. You guys, you can let me know what you guys want to see done with this thing. It's pretty, I think it's a pretty popular ski. I actually saw 2 for sale in my area before this one came up for sale, and I honestly was going to like get the other 2, but they like went away. So I was kind of looking for one, and this one popped up, and I snatched it up as fast as I could. I mean, I did pay summertime pricing, you know, like full retail. Well, not like full retail, but you know, like full used private party amount. So it's not like I got a great deal. So you guys who are always thinking, oh, they always get great deals. Well, you know, I didn't get a great deal on this. I mean, it was fair, but it wasn't at all great. So, yeah, maybe that'll make some of you guys happy knowing that I didn't buy this for like 500 bucks. Oh, man, it feels great. Great fun. The fastest thing I've ever ridden, you know, before this was my Sea-Doo RXT-07, or it could have been my 06 Sea-Doo RXP. Both those are 215s, and they, you know, around 70, but this is supposed to top around 70. I haven't really tried to top it out yet, but maybe we should try that right now. It's real spongy off the bottom. Oh my gosh! Well, when it gets going, I feel like I can't even hold on, like one-handed. I'm like gripping up my legs, the whole deal. Let's try that again. Alright, let me just put it on the head cam. Last time it flew off though. Alright guys, I don't know if you can see the speedo here, but I need 2 hands to hold on to this thing. Like on the bottom it's a slug, but once it gets going, it goes like a friggin' rocket. But the whole shot sucks. Like here's floored. Well, my speedo was reading like 65. It's really tough. I could feel the camera slipping off my head, so I just kind of like backed out of it. I'm really excited to try out these adjustable bars and stuff. I think that's kind of cool. I'm gonna widen them out probably. I don't need the steering to be twitchy, plus I want to get my body more leverage on the bars. So, you know, hopefully, like, here, my theory with that is with the bars being wider, when you hit bumps and the little inputs from you aren't going to do quite as much, and you're going to have, the rider's going to have more leverage over the bars. Where the triggers are set, I don't really love that either. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm from a motocross background, and most guys who've raced for quite a while will not run their levers this far down. So I'm not sure. I might play around with that, but I'm not gonna do that on this video today. I'm actually almost across to where Jason lives here. He's one of those houses over there, and I'm thinking about giving him a call, see if he wants to check it out. Okay guys, I've been fiddling around with the mode buttons. I didn't call Jason. It's just, I don't want to take my hands, I don't want to shut this off and take my hands off it. I just want to ride. So, but I'm trying to figure out, I feel like there's some sort of sport mode, and I'm like scrolling through the modes. Yeah, but if my eyeballs would just come right over here, we have VTS, sport, and eco modes. So I don't know why I haven't been messing with that. So let me see if I can actually figure out how to get these things to do something. Okay, I just switched to eco mode somehow. Entering sport mode, that's what I want. Instruct passengers to hold. Press sport button, entering sport mode. Okay, there it is, sport mode. Hello, thank you very freaking much. There we go. There's that like instant response, and there's the VTS. I don't know what I was doing over here. This must be some sort of cruise control. This thing's got a lot of gadgets and gizmos. It's just cool and fun to play with, but oh gosh, I gotta get ready, I guess. We're doing this. Oh yeah, that's so much better. Sport mode is legit on this. I'm afraid to just hammer down in the corners and this choppy stuff. I am not used to this ski, and I do not want to take a dink and dunk right now. I do have a full wetsuit on though, so it wouldn't be that bad. Man, I love it. I think I'm gonna ditch my hat. I think it's just messing me up here. Alright guys, here we go again. We're in sport mode. I finally figured out how to get into it. Ha ha ha. The VTS doesn't actually nose it up as high as I really want, so I'm maybe playing around with that in the future. Oh, this is great. Like a champ. I was like, we might be going for a dive here. That'd be great. This thing is great. The biggest difference I'm feeling between like this and say like a 215 isn't so much the acceleration, and you know, this might have a dinged up prop on it and whatever. I might have to fix that, and that might be why I'm saying that. But the biggest difference I noticed is like the mid-range. Like on a 215, you can kind of feel it, you know, kind of bogged down a little bit. Like, you know, it doesn't lose much, but it does lose a little bit. This thing feels like it loses absolutely nothing. It just goes in the mid-range. So it feels way faster, even though the top speed is exactly pretty much the same. Until, you know, do some mods on this or whatever, and I'm sure it'll be way faster. But oh man, what an experience. It was great fun. But anyways, 2012 Sea-Doo RXP-X. In my opinion, it's great. I haven't tried anything else newer from any manufacturer, so Who knows, like I don't really know how it compares to its competition, but from what I've ridden, you guys know the stuff I've ridden, I've so far, initial impression, I really like this. I want to get it on some glass, you know, some really smooth water so I can feel how the turning is. But so far, oh man, I'm loving this thing. So I mean, if you guys have any mods you want to see done to this, let me know. It's always a possibility that we're gonna mod this, and who knows, I might be pulling this engine out to put it in something else, but that's not really on my agenda at this point. So I'm kind of thinking about doing some mods to this one. I wanted to mod my RXT, but you know, that didn't happen. So I'm really hoping to hang on to this one for a while, mod it out. I want to get it to be where it's better than the RXP-X 300, and I think that is doable. But obviously, you know, once an RXP 300 is modified, it's going to be way better than this. All right, guys, I texted Jason, and I was having trouble finding his house. It's actually that one there getting the work done on the front, and it was making it hard for me to find it. So I texted him, and he goes, yeah, you want me to meet you at the boat launch so I can try your thing? And I'm just like, you know, yeah, whatever. He's not known for breaking stuff, so yeah, I don't think he'll put a rock through it. So that'll be great. So I'm about to meet up with him at the boat launch right here. His house is right there. Boat launch is right there. You would think he'd have a ton of jet skis at his house. It's such a big house. It's like a rich guy there. Yeah. So we meet up with him in a few minutes, and we'll have a nice little chat with him, I'm sure. Jason has decided to show up.
Yeah, and I brought you some cookies.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Wait, no, they're really cookies, not like.
No, I'm really gonna eat them.
They should be really good.
I don't want to like eat them on the camera.
Oh, okay, good call. Are we gonna ride double or?
No way. I ain't riding double on that.
Well, then let me give you my key.
Heck no, I ain't riding double.
Why is there a lever on the left?
That's a brake lever. It was nice of him to bring me a snack. I was getting hungry. He's thinking to himself, huh, do I like this or do I hate it? I'm probably pointing the camera at the sky. I was a little bit.
Wow. So,
did you put it in a sport mode yet?
I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Eco mode, it's like hopping out of the water.
Well, that wasn't eco, that was regular. Man, what a good time. Hopefully he leaves me enough gas to get back, because I gotta go back across. Can't imagine how wild the 300 is. But as with all these things, you get used to the power and then you want more. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It'll be interesting to hear what he has to say. Not exactly sure what he's doing. I'm sure he's just fiddling around with different stuff. Trims and modes and whatever. It's got all these fancy little gadgety things, which I don't know. It's the kind of stuff like it doesn't make me want to go out and buy something, the gadgety stuff. But I hate to say this, but it's kind of fun to mess around with that stuff when you're out and about.
What a monster.
Yeah, can you imagine 300 horsepower in one of these?
I mean, wow. Seems like it would be
Fast.
I was like, it goes to 60. Like, what's the 0 to 60 time on this?
Jeez, I have no idea. I probably should know what it is.
Like, I was thinking that it probably took me like 2 seconds to get to 60.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Like they made.
Man, oh, you know what's really wonderful about this? Like, when you turn, you can grip like there. Like, this pad is nice.
Oh, I'm glad you like it. I feel like the skeet is so thin right here that I can't grip it as tight as I want.
Oh, well, I'm just saying, like, everything else I've ridden does not have this, like, sort of over your leg pad. So when you're, like, flying over, your leg can't really grip it there.
Right. And I'm also like, this seat material is very slippery, and I'm like, slipping back.
Maybe it's the wetsuit, or maybe I just didn't, like, ride it as hard as you, but...
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's kind of hard for me to find your house because of the construction.
Oh, but you figured it out.
I was like, that must be it, the one with construction.
There's a ton of stuff there. You want to show me the engine?
Oh.
I don't know if it'll be meaningful, but
I'll just grab the seat and pull it off.
I'm curious about it.
It just looks like a 215. There's nothing special looking about it. And I put the zip tie on here to keep this plastic cover from flopping around.
Oh, right.
So I made it uglier.
Wait, what about these ugly spots?
Yeah, I need to do something to make those look less ugly.
Did they bring the price down a little bit?
Sure.
You were like, look, it has these ugly spots, so you have to take off $2,000.
Oh man,
They
if
were
only.
like, yeah, I got someone else coming in like 10 minutes.
And I was like, I don't think so.
Nice. Wow, coolant. What a deal.
Yeah. So it's real interesting. It's real interesting.
The whole lean to turn. What's your thoughts on that?
I don't necessarily think it's not really lean to turn. It's just when you turn, it kind of leans. So you could kind of lean into the turn and it'll maybe do something.
So are the seats like this on the the new Yamahas and whatever?
What do you mean?
Well, this whole I mean, this was like a revelation to me that this seat was like formed to hold me on there while I'm doing a corner that is way too fast.
No, this is only Sea-Doo's doing that.
Man, well,
I guess we all love Sea-Doo now.
oh man. Plus it looks like a transformer in the front.
It does have quite the look.
An alien transformer.
It was by far the most best looking ski I've ever even laid eyes on.
Yeah, look, I don't want it to look like a classic car. I want it to look like a spaceship.
All right, we're out cruising on the RXP. This is later in the day from earlier. Jacob's sitting on the back.
Hi guys.
Which is insane because it's really hard for me to hold on when he's holding on to me.
This is where I prefer to be on this.
Go ahead, Jacob, just say it.
This is a hairy ride on this bad dog.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the
Just kidding. Kids, this is nothing compared to the fear you'll fear on a Wave Raider. Well, only a Widow Raider.
I thought you were gonna say the I Am Beowulf thing.
Oh, we know about I Am Beowulf, so what we gotta say is, I Am Beowulf, I stole his ski, Josh stole his ski, and buy his merchandising and I don't know, t-shirts or whatever.
We have zero affiliation with him at all.
I watched some of his videos. He's got some good videos. I saw he's got some lawnmower videos. And I told him that he needs to buy a Commander GP1.
And
but
he said, yeah.
Instead, he bought
a GP18 or GP 1800R, he likes to say.
Yeah, a GP 1800R. So yeah, but he's one of the 3 jet ski channels that's on YouTube. So I mean, we're close. I mean, not really.
Yeah, I think he lives in Florida.
I mean, we're close as in, we both have, a lot of subscribers for a jet ski channel, we're like 900 today, so that's pretty good in the small peanuts world of jet ski YouTube. Sea-Doo RXP-X. I have to look at the name on the side of the thing to know what it's called. So, bye. Oh, there goes our mom. Off to take care of our grandma, who's like kind of half paralyzed and all that. So she got responsibility, had to get out of here. I don't know how to, wow, this seat crotch thing is narrow.
I told you.
It's kind of funky. It's like it contours into your crotch. I don't know how to, let's see, there's a start button here. I'm assuming that there's a reverse or something.
It's the left trigger is the reverse.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. I guess I'll put the life jacket, you know, if you fall off thing on, and all right, come on. All right, so I'm gonna put it on sport mode. Josh told me how to do it, so maybe, okay, I did it somehow. It's kind of a funky, I bet this handle is pretty good because it's new, and new stuff is good, I guess. So, alright. Yeah, it cruises. Okay, it does that, it can turn. This is no widow ring. And the brakes do something. It can turn pretty tight. Wow. Yeah, this thing, I'm sure it's going to be the fastest thing we've had here by quite a bit. It's like, you know, it's a giant ski that handles a lot like a smaller ski. Pretty cool. It's kind of like these new cars that they make that are like 4,000 pounds or whatever, and you know, they're heavy but they handle pretty good because they're like a big new thing that they designed pretty good. But this also kind of reminds me of how like the world of dirt bikes that I used to really be into, you know, the whole get a new dirt bike like every couple of years. You know, it seems like with sit-downs these, you could be envious of the new thing that came out and be like, oh, I gotta buy a new one because mine's old and crappy. But anyway, I mean, it's cool to try a new thing, and you know, I didn't buy this. I'm sure it costs $1 bajillion, but you know what? I'm gonna do a lap time on this thing and see if I can beat my best Superjet lap time. We gotta get by the starting log. Huh? I guess my camera must be a crappy position. I guess you probably didn't get to see a whole lot. Probably was dumb. So he's trying to cut that out. But, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, we'll see what I can do. I mean, I feel like this is a pretty intuitive, you don't have to get used to type of ski. So, I'm pretty sure that, it's kind of weird having brakes. It seems like they do help, but anyway, it looks like the starting line is about right here. Off of that or something, but I was a little scared. But man, yeah, maybe I was chickening out because I heard some drag racing story of some guy who died because his safety parachute didn't deploy, and yeah, pretty quick. This is kind of cool. Definitely a next level thing. Kind of cool having brakes. I don't know that I needed them, but I was
kind of scared and not used to the power and, you know, the whole thing. So, but yeah, it's I'm sure that's the best lap time I've ever done on a, you know, a thing here. So
On anything.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure that this is gonna break the record.
yeah. So we know that I just broke the record, and I'm not a sit down guy, so I just broke the record for sure, definitely, because I know, right?
Oh, freaking slick! I'm about to like fall in.
Wait. This is my praise the Lord.
This is my. I'm a. I don't want to say.
Yeah.
I'm a tweeter person.
This
face.
has a seat that really just scoops into your crotch. Like your crotch,
It's a bit
like engulfs the front of the seat on here.
Well, you guys know that I kind of like the GPRs, and
If you have a GPR, you're riding a horse, because this is like not cut out here. So this is a very different feeling. I mean, basically, if you like the GPRs, you're a guy. You got a big crotch. This is for a narrow crotched guy.
If you like the GPR, you have a big crotch. Oh, it's a good one.
This is more petite. Actually, my knees kind of go up into this upper crotch section here. My legs are too long from here to here to fit very well. So I'm kind of just jammed in, you know. But anyway, that's kind of a funny thing to talk about. It doesn't really bother me. I don't really care. But, you know, I'm sure you guys thought it was funny. Here.
I was about to say how I think it's a bit too narrow in the crotch section.
Well,
Because I can't get a good grip with my legs.
I don't know. It's kind of like, well, I feel like I'm jammed into like somebody's pocket, so I can like.
I think that's what it's supposed to do, but I'm probably just too short to really get jammed in there.
Oh man, if you're tall like me and you're old, you might not like it because you feel like your joints are just getting crushed into that seating tray or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
This ski makes noises when I got off it, like it makes these like groaning. I can't do it now. But.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm not gonna lap time this today. I'm not ready. If that makes sense. I'm sure it makes sense to you.
Well, I lapped it, so it's great.
All right, guys. So that's it for the 2012 RXP-X. If you're in the market
What
for
year is this?
2012.
Oh.
So if you guys are in the market for one of these, I can definitely say they're fun. They're great. If you like to kind of lean in to turn, then you'll probably like it. And it has lots of power. And I'm like, what is the point of the 300? But I mean, always more power is better. Duh.
The Wave Blaster 1200 will smoke this thing. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.